10 Ways North Korean Leader Kim Jong Un Freaked Out the World in 2017. President Trump faces foreign policy challenge after North Korea tests Pipe 115. Already in a domestic battle over his immigration order, President Donald Trump now faces a fresh foreign provocation in his first weeks in office: an apparent ballistic missile test by North Korea. For decades, North Korea has thumbed its nose at the international community, frustrated successive administrations in Washington, and brought the world to the brink of war. But this year, tensions between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un reached new highs. Both leaders can be impulsive and unpredictable at times. Despite incendiary threats by Trump, Kim has shown no signs of backing down from developing a nuclear weapon capable of striking the U.S. mainland. So Kim ended the year as he began it, by defying the world and continuing on a dangerous path. First test: 3 weeks after Trump was sworn in, North Korea tested its first missile of the year, a Pukguksong-2, a long-range ballistic missile. Kim was at the site of the launch and gave the order, according to North Korea's news agency. It would go on to launch a record number of missile tests. Half-brother's assassination: Kim's exiled half-brother, Kim Jong Un, was poisoned with a toxic nerve agent in Malaysia in February. Investigators believe the North Korean leader ordered the killing of his half-brother, a potential rival. Killing more rivals. Shortly after killing Kim Jong Un, the North Korean leader ordered the execution of at least 5 senior government officials for making false reports. Kim was in his 20s and relatively unknown and untested when he came to power in 2011. He has been ruthless since then, knocking off potential rivals. American captive Otto Warmbier, a 22-year-old University of Virginia student, was released in June after spending 17 months in prison. At first it appeared North Korea was making a conciliatory gesture toward the new administration. But Warmbier was returned in a vegetative state and died less than a week after returning home. He had been sentenced to 15 years hard labor on charges he attempted to steal a propaganda poster from a hotel. At least 3 Americans remain captive in North Korea. Threatening Guam: Kim threatened to launch a test missile toward Guam, a U.S. territory that is home to key U.S. naval and air bases. Unlike previous missile tests aimed at nearby waters, this was a direct threat against the United States. Trump said he would retaliate.